everybody. Let's talk about the 5 steps to $10,000 months online. And before we dive in, I'm not going to feed you some catered to the algorithm type of content, straight garbage, steaming pile of shit. I'm literally going to break down the exact 5 steps that I've used to do, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 months online without hyping it up and feeding you some pile of garbage, right? So video probably won't perform that well because I'm not catering it to appeal to the masses, but this is the real reality of building a brand online and having a lot of success from someone who's tried just about every other strategy under the sun and has actually had a lot of success. So if it's your first time seeing me, I'm Nate Ryan, ex-blue collar worker turned multi-6-figure digital marketer through the power of content creation and high ticket info products. Be sure to finger punch that little subscribe button, maybe give me a like, get this piece of content out to as many people as possible, and let's dive in. First things first, you're gonna need something to sell. That's a reality of it. If you're gonna have success in any facet online, you're gonna have to sell something. Unless you're like going mega viral and you're like becoming an influencer, but that's not necessarily what we're talking about. We're talking about building a personal brand online and cracking your consistent $10,000 months through content creation. One of the easiest ways is going to have some type of product to sell. And that doesn't mean you have to go out there and you have to create this product or this coaching offer or anything like that. You can literally partner with companies as an affiliate, sell their products, which is usually the avenue I recommend most starting with because it allows you to focus on one minor portion of the business as a whole, learn marketing, learn sales, learn how to get traffic to certain offers, and you get to get paid while you focus on that one piece, right? Instead of mastering all these different hats of being an actual business owner. I made my first 100K online as a full-time affiliate, literally selling other people's products. Now, there are a myriad of different options for products that you can sell. I'm usually a big advocate on promoting digital products, courses, coaching, consulting, usually anywhere from like $500 to $1,000 price point. Just allows a lot more people to make a significant amount of income with a small number of people. Good ways to find products to promote is like looking at big influencers in a space that you would potentially want to play in. And see if they have courses, see if they have coaching offers, right? Most of them will pay you a commission if you refer them business. Take our products, for example, that we have. We pay 50% commissions on all sales that affiliates recommend to our business. And you don't have to do this specifically in like the make money online space. You can virtually do this in every industry. Number 2 is you're going to need some medium for content, right? You're going to need some platform that you plan on creating content on consistently for prolonged periods of time, right? If this is your first time seeing me, we're big on playing longer term and talking about building brands over prolonged periods of time because that's where the magic really starts to happen is when you've been compounding all those micro actions today, tomorrow, and for the next 6 months over prolonged periods of time. That's when your business really starts to explode. So for me, I usually recommend having 2 content mediums, right? 2 platforms that you're really focusing on posting content. One being like a short form content platform like TikTok, Facebook Reels, and then a long form content place, right? Whether that's like a YouTube channel, a blog, a podcast, somewhere where your audience or your future audience can consume a lot of your content at once. This is going to be a key element to the sales process and the point of people actually buying things from you becoming extremely short. If somebody jumps into my Facebook group and they binge watch and read a bunch of the content inside of my group, it's letting the things that I've already done work for me and move them closer to the sale without ever even having to talk to them. So usually two platforms for content. My personal favorite, I use a lot of Facebook. Our business is primarily ran on Facebook, especially with the feature of Reels coming out. It's kind of like this all-in-one platform as of right now. You got your short form video content. You can post Facebook Reels. You got long form content on your Facebook profile in your group. And then you also have the ability to connect directly with people inside Messenger. So I would definitely advocate for getting your business on Facebook if you're looking to have a ton of success. And that's from my personal experience. My business has absolutely blown up primarily from Facebook Kind of ironic that I'm making this video on YouTube, but picking a couple or like your main platform. And the cool thing to think about is like if you're posting long form content on your Facebook group, you can then go talk about that in like a TikTok in a short form video, which then further fuels the long form content, shrinking that sales process even smaller and smaller. Thirdly, and I feel really cliche for even mentioning this in a video, but it's going to be consistency, right? And usually for prolonged periods of time. This is one of the biggest things that kept me stuck in my online business for years. I literally would watch YouTube videos. I would take all these courses, and I was under the impression that I was going to make 100K in the next 13 days, and that I was going to magically change my life with a piece of content. And it very rarely happens. I mean, there is those anomalies where people will get super blessed by an algorithm and they'll blow up pretty much overnight. But then they're left to figure it out, right? What happens when the algorithm stops blessing them, right? So one of the biggest things I like to talk about, and that's why we always mention, playing longer term, dedicating 6 to 12 months to the next year to building your business and making it a commitment to show up consistently. And the real power of this actually lies in you showing up consistently in your business and posting content and kind of documenting your process and what you're learning and things you're doing inside of your business becomes a really inspiring journey for people to come along with you on. If I start growing my Facebook group from fairly early on in my business and I start talking about all the things I'm trying in my business, all the things that are working, all the things that aren't working, and I really lean heavy into documentation of my process, the people that come in and they come along this journey with me, it becomes really inspiring for them to watch and feel like they're a part of. And it's a really big thing not talked about in the online space is like the content you're creating today isn't necessarily going to start making sales for you today. It's like the content you posted yesterday and the day before is going to work for you for prolonged periods of time. And that's going to compound over periods of time, right? Content is an accumulative effect. It's not like one piece of content is going to magically transform your life. So consistency is being one of the biggest things if you actually want to have 10K months. So you got something to sell, you're consistently posting content on your platforms, TikTok, maybe a Facebook group. What's next, right? Conversations. You actually have to converse with people. Our business is structured in a very simple way. We're all about keeping automations to the minimal, very targeted quality type of content. But then it makes our conversations we're having with people extremely easy. And it's not necessarily like you have to jump into DMs and have high pressure sales tactics and like twist people's arms to buy your products. The biggest thing is to think about every other person consuming content or every other person that you end up talking to in the DMs is a human being, right? Just have a casual conversation with them, build rapport with them, see if they would even be a good candidate to buy your offer. And if they're not, don't sell them the product. And I know a lot of this might sound extremely basic and extremely easy, but I'm here to tell you, like we've done well over $300,000 this year with this exact same process. Posting TikTok videos, pointing people to a Facebook group, posting long form content in our Facebook group, building rapport with people, talking about our offers, talking about what we're doing in our business, and then having conversations with those who engage on our content and seeing if they'd be a good fit to our product and then selling them the product. Super basic, super simple. It's not to say it's going to happen extremely quickly, but hands down, I had somebody ask me the other day, if I was starting over again, what would I do? And this is exactly what I would do, right? And that's because this is still what I do in my business even to this day. That's all I got for you guys today. I imagine this video probably won't perform too well because I'm just talking about, things that I wish I would have known and understood earlier on in my online business. Establishing realistic expectations before I ever even started could have saved me years to my first $100,000 online. Now, if you guys want a completely free 7-step training that breaks this all down in the entire process we're using in our business in high detail, go ahead and jump into my Facebook group below. There's a completely free 7-step training that breaks it all down for you. Hope to see you inside, and I'll see you guys in the next one.